It's a fascinating one today with Marcus Rashford. I felt that, we were talking about him turning the corner, getting a few goals, scored 2 in midweek, won the weekend. And I thought, well, OK, let's get that momentum start to build, get that confidence that we're seeing. He gets left out today and there's that little bit of a cloud over him. I don't think that's ideal as well for the club. And because the manager, every single press conference he's going to be having now is going to be about Marcus Rashford because he's one of his star players. So that's something that I think there's got to be nipped in the bud really quickly, get him back in form and get that confidence that he was just starting to show again.
Yeah, Rashford's an interesting one. We talked a little bit about this before the game as well, because of the comments that Erik ten Hag had made about him, talking about him needing to find his professionalism and then not starting him in this game. What are your thoughts on it, Phil?
Look, I go back to my playing experiences with Marcus, and he's a hugely talented lad with so much ability to ghost past players. We've seen that time and time again over the years. He's obviously lacking a bit of confidence at the minute, but that's up to him to gain that confidence back. I want to see him get the ball and be direct and take players on, and he's got the manipulation to move the ball and stick one in the top corner. He's got that in his locker, something out of nothing. But I want to see him having the courage to sort of make mistakes and almost it's okay to make mistakes. Go and get the ball and do it again. I think the best players in the world show that they can eradicate that straight away and then go and get the ball again. So look, he's a fantastic player. He's got so much ability. I remember in training, he would just ghost past you in training. So it's there, it's in him. He just has to find it and rediscover his form. 14 shots 14 touches rather when he came on, but no shots, Jamie. And this from a player who'd got back to scoring, having had a drought since March, had scored 3 goals in a week, but didn't start the game. Does that contribute to the difficulty in maybe getting up to pace with the game when you're coming on as a sub?
Yeah, I think so, Kelly. But I can only imagine when he woke up to those headlines, it probably wasn't enjoyable for him. He's probably going, well, why is the manager bringing that up? I have to be honest, I read initially that it was almost like we've figured it out, and this is why maybe Marcus wasn't doing as well last year, because he wasn't living his life the way that a professional athlete should. But obviously it's been taken slightly differently because he gets left out today. So I don't know what's happened this week. It might come out, it might not.
Ten Hag said rotation in the pre-match.
Yeah, I know. He can say Kelly. He played 63 minutes, I think, in midweek. Got 2 goals. You don't take a player that's got 2 goals. Do you think that? As an example, that they're going to do that with Salah at Liverpool if he scored 3 goals in the last 2 games. It's just not going to happen. Something has gone on that we don't quite know. But you know what? If there is something that's a little bit untoward and he's not living his life right, that's something only he can take control of. You've got to make sure that you're on it all the time. I liked a night out, we all did, but you've got to make sure that you live your life right, more so than ever. Because in my day, pretty much everyone else was doing it, but not now. You've got to live your life right. You've got to do every single day. You've got to dedicate your life to football, because he needs to go back to that player of 2 years ago when I'm not sure 30 odd goals or something that season. He was ripping it up. He looked incredible. And then you take it to another season and we keep going, well, is it his confidence? What's up with Marcus? Why can't he get to that level? It doesn't make any sense that you can have that high standards and then drop to what you did last year. And it almost became at times really hard to watch. There was certain games when he just trot around, plod, and not really look like he cared. And what Man United fans, away fans, home fans will always want, and they'll suffer it. You can always play badly, but they'll always want you to make runs. They'll always want you to run without the ball, show you care, because they would give anything to have that shirt on. And it'll only be probably one day when he looks back and thinks, well, why didn't I give a little bit more at times? Because as Phil says, he's got God-given talent, but we just need to see the Marcus Rashford of 2 seasons ago.
30 goals in that season, 2 seasons ago for Marcus Rashford, and that's the kind of form that they're going to need.
We want to see him in the England squad.
If they want to qualify.
I think the good thing as well is if you look at the likes of Ruud van Nistelrooy coming in and he can feed off that information. Ruud's played at the top level for Man United. He knows what it's about to play for the club, and he can really nurture him and help in that area. So hopefully that'll be a good relationship that he can bond with as well.
And